And we welcome you to Salem High School Gymnasium. Stan Stevens and special guest Ty Lyden along with us for the Salem Tiger Cuba Wildcat game. It was homecoming tonight, Ty. It's almost a jammed house here.
It is full in here tonight, I will say that.
Big crowd on hand for this game between two teams which have struggled to start out the year. Salem Tigers 1-6. The Wildcats coming in without a win. And so both of these teams are looking to try and get into their Christmas holiday on some kind of roll. Tigers will all be off for almost 2.5 weeks before they get into the Owensville tournament at the conclusion of this game. And while the Cuba Wildcats will have a game next week, so they'll have about 14 days off before they play again. And they will also, Ty, by the way, be in the same Owensville tournament that Salem is in. So
it could be a potential matchup again in 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Absolutely. For the Cuba Wildcats, their starters tonight are Jonathan Bales, Al Palmer, Alex Coltkemper, Austin Shockley, and Simon Seibert. For the Salem Tigers, starting out tonight will be Reese Dotson, Silas Wolf. Also starting out for the Tigers will be Hayden Wilson, Jordan Schultz, and Carter Chilton. Salem Tigers are in their home whites, trimmed in a very light blue stripe on the hip side.
They get
and
new
underneath
uniforms?
the arm. Yeah, they're new uniforms. And Cuba in their black and gold uniforms, mostly gold with the black and white trim on the sides and black numbers. It'll be Schultz going up against Al Palmer. About ready to get this one underway. Earlier tonight, the JV lost by 3 by a score of 46-43 to the Cuba Wildcats. Very close game all the way through, but the Wildcats JV did prevail, and a three-pointer just missed by Salem. And Cuba will get the opening tip, and Bales will bring it up. Bales handing that ball off to Shockley as they move on the perimeter. Seibert has it, goes down to the corner, now gets away from Silas Wolf. His jumper is short, comes down, it's tied up and taken away by Seibert. Seibert getting it back, trying to get inside his Coltkemper, but he can't. Goes back all the way all on top. Waiting for it there is Bayless. He goes right side to Palmer. Palmer guarded by Chilton, flips it across the court to Coltkemper. In the corner to Bayless, down low, intended for Al Palmer, tipped out of bounds by Salem. The Wildcats will maintain possession. They got the tip and they've held on to the ball so far, even after the missed shot. Inbounding it will be Palmer. Look like they changed basketball. I've not seen that ever for a start of a game.
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. I didn't know you could do that.
Now they don't like that basketball either. Wow, that's really weird. I've never seen them change basketballs.
How do they start? Don't they have a game ball that they always use?
You're supposed to, yes.
That's what I would think. I think you'd think they would have a ball that's just strictly for gameplay.
And right now the officials are going to go get a different ball, I think. They're not happy with the way that ball feels. There's something wrong with it. Coach Prue, I don't know. They're kind of showing it to the coaches, see if it's okay. I guess it's okay.
That's weird. Never seen that before.
I have never seen that. Once they got started with the game ball, I've never seen them.
Usually it sticks regardless of what it is.
First off, I've never seen the extra basketball stay on the floor.
Yeah, that's
kind of odd.
That's dangerous almost.
Yeah, the inbound to Shockley goes right side to Seibert. Back to Shockley, top of the key to the paint. Shockley trying to dribble in, lost the ball. Salem Tigers get their first steal of the game, first turnover by Cuba. It'll be Dotson. He'll come over the timeline to Wilson on the right side. Getting to Carter Chilton, top of the key. Dotson left wing, beyond 3. Going to Silas Wolf, back to Hayden Wilson. Wilson to Jordan Schultz, who's out of the top of the key. Tigers moving in and out, trying to create some havoc, but Wildcats are playing very well on defense, staying in pretty much a zone right now. Kind of a
It's like a matchup zone.
Matchup zone, exactly. Man-to-man down low, but a zone on top. Long 3 effort by Dotson, no good. Brought down, and it will be controlled by Hayden Wilson. He gives it back to Dotson. Dotson tried an old-fashioned NBA 3. Why not? But didn't make it. Now Dotson baseline. Off the glass and in. Little handoff pass by Carter Chilton. Dotson got around the corner. The good pick was there, and Tigers almost come away with a steal, and they do, as Dotson banks it off of Austin Shockley. Another turnover by Cuba. It'll be Salem Tigers ball on the baseline. Wolf to inbound it. Wolf will bounce it in to Wilson. Out on top to Carter Chilton. A three-pointer. Rims out. No good. It's taken under control by Colt Camper underneath the basket. Silas Wolf all over him, but he gets it away to Shockley. Shockley all the way down the floor. Lays it up and misses, and he'll draw the foul off Jordan Schultz. Schultz trying to stay with him laterally. Did not work very well as Schultz got caught off kilter trying to block that shot. And to the line goes Shockley. His first free throw is no good. Austin Shockley. He's a senior. They have 5 seniors on this team. That one doesn't make it either, and Schultz will pull it down. His first rebound of the night off to Dotson. We played 2 minutes, 2-0 Salem Tigers. Dotson in between the circles. Moves to his left. Trying to get inside, does to Carter Chilton. This shot is no good, but he draws the foul. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Foul called underneath the basket on number 13, and that is I.L. Palmer. His first foul. Carter Chilton will shoot 2 free throws, and the first one is good. Free throws tie have been a bugaboo for the Salem Tigers. In that game with Raleigh, missed the first 9.
Hard to win a game when you miss the first 9. That's free points, basically.
And there's a miss right there by Carter Chilton, and then foul going to be called on Salem. A little push off there, it looked like, by Colt Camper, and Salem will have the ball. Silas Wolf will be underneath the basket. 3-0 Salem Tigers. Wolf looking to inbound it. Fires it in the corner to Chilton. Chilton trying to dance his way in, and he'll be fouled out high by number 13, Al Palmer. That'll be his second. There are a lot of fouls we're calling that JV game. And the varsity is following suit. Coach Brent Joseph for Cuba. This is his 5th year there. A foul on the floor, not a shooting foul. The inbound pass to Jordan Schultz, and he banks it in. Good read by Silas Wolf. It's a 5-0 Salem Tiger lead. Here's Bales with the ball. Checking in the game, by the way, was Logan Ray. He came in for Palmer. Bales down the left wing. He'll be fouled there by Hayden Wilson. Yep, going to be a foul-filled game. I can tell you that right now.
Not even 3 minutes in the game, and there's already 5 fouls. Well.
And that was not much contact there at all by Wilson. So the inbound will come in, and stealing it away is Dotson to Carter Chilton. Spins, turns, trying to get to Wilson. It goes out of bounds off of off of Seibert. But another steal for the Salem Tigers. Another turnover for Cuba. That's their 4th. Wolf all the way on top to Dotson. Quick three-pointer, too short. Comes out high. Dotson trying to get to it. Can't. And it goes out of bounds. I kind of thought Bales touched that ball before it went out of bounds at the Cuba bench, but they say no. They're on the floor, and I'm not. Inbound comes to Bales. Bales trying to get away from Wilson. Down the sideline, handing it off to Shockley. Shockley back to Seibert. Back to Bales' left wing. He's about 7 feet away. His jumper is good. Got past his defender and then pulled up with a 7-footer. Now Wilson, back door, going to Silas Wolf. His shot is no good. Brought down by Schultz. He banks it in. 7-2. Salem definitely with a size advantage on the post, with Schultz over top of Shockley. Right now, here's Bales trying to get down the sideline. In the corner to Ray. Back to Bales. Thought about the 3, didn't take it. Gets a little pick there from Colt Camper. Goes back to Ray in the left corner. Back on top, Bales. They'll reset the play for Cuba. 4.5 to go in the first quarter. This is Tiger basketball on KSMO Infidelity, Local 6. With the ball right now, Shockley getting on top. Colt Camper flips it to Bales. Right. Going to Bayless. Bayless getting it on top to Shockley. Shot is no good. Wilson. Wilson with the ball. Getting it off to Reese Dotson. Dotson all the way down. His jump shot is short, no good. And he'll be fouled there, and he'll go to the line. So going to the line will be Reese Dotson. Dotson draws the foul. First foul on Logan Ray. And the free throw by Dotson is good. Dotson's next free throw, and this also is good. 9-2 with 4 minutes to go in this, the first quarter. Shockley driving down the right side, back to the middle of the floor. Handing it off there to Seibert. Seibert between the circles, trying to get away from Wilson. Flips it down low to Colt Camper. Back to Seibert. He banks it in. Good give and go right there. Simon Seibert makes a 9-4 Salem lead. With 3:40 left to go first quarter as Dotson will bring it up to Silas Wolf. Down low for Jordan Schultz. Underneath the basket, he's fouled there, and he'll shoot two. Schultz came down with it. Couldn't get that shot away very quickly and helped draw the foul. I believe Colt Camper will pick up that foul, and that will be his second.
Yeah, they're going to get even smaller, too, once he goes up.
Tucker Brown going to come in the game for Colt Camper as Schultz's free throw is no good. Jordan's really struggled from the line this year. Lucas Morrison will come in, and also coming in will be Brian Marlin. So Colt Camper checks out. Tucker Brown comes in. 5 fouls on Cuba here with still 3:33 to go. Marlin comes in for Chilton. Morrison will come in for Schultz after this free throw, which is too short. Comes down the hands of Marlin. Marlin trying to get the shot away. He can't. Wilson takes it down. Turns jumper. It's short. Brought down by Marlin again. Marlin with 2 rebounds out to Dotson for the three-pointer. It's off the rim. No good. Ball still loose on the floor. Taken by Shockley. Shockley the other way. Shockley outside to Seibert. Seibert from the free throw line. Kicks it to Ray. To Boyles in the corner. Bales. And then gets a little push there by Silas Wolf. That was an innocent push. Ty.
Yeah,
that's a tough call.
Yeah, I don't even know what to call that.
Marlin
I don't even think he pushed him.
Just barely.
Maybe he touched him.
3:08 to go. Inbound pass, the shot no good by Seibert. Ball tipped, brought down by Dotson. Dotson the other way down the sideline against Shockley, and he'll draw the foul. Shockley with a foul on the side. It's his first. 6-team foul for. They got to let something go here.
One more in there in the bonus already.
Yeah. Gavin Sparks will come in. Checking out will be Jonathan Bales. Salem gets it into Dotson. In the corner, Hayden Wilson. Now to Morrison. Morrison on the baseline. A little elbow push and gets it in.
I think he got away with one there a little bit.
I believe so. He got a little elbow up on Tucker Brown, but no call. Back the other way comes Sparks. Sparks looking for a little outlet. Gets it to Shockley. Baseline. Shockley double team. Goes inside, and walking with the ball was Tucker Brown. That is the 5th turnover by Cuba. That's a good play. And Coach Joseph will call timeout. With the score, Salem Tigers 11 and the Cuba Wildcats 4. We'll come back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Radio, and you're watching a game on Fidelity Local 6.
What is your community health center? It's a place where you receive high quality yet affordable medical and dental care. A place where your entire family can get well, be well, and live well. Our highly qualified staff provides primary care, including pediatric, senior, and women's health care. We also provide complete dental care, including exams, fillings, extractions, and more. It's a place where compassion and respect lead the way to a healthier you. After all, it's your community health center, building your community, your health.
Inbound comes to Reese Dotson as Salem has a 7-point lead. 2:35 to go in this the first quarter. Marlin on the perimeter. Out on top, getting against the Dotson. Now to Silas Wolf. Back to Dotson for a 3. It banks off. No good. Comes down the hands of Seibert. Simon Seibert over the timeline. Dressed right to the free throw line. Kicks it back on top to Sparks. Sparks backs it out. We'll hand it off to Shockley. Alex Shockley. Giving it to Simon Seibert. Baseline fadeaway jumper. Pinballs out. Tipped up in the air and taken down by Dotson. Dotson quickly down to Marlin. Marlin all the way down. Lays it up and in. He goes flying by Sparks. Ryan Marlin just flew by him. 13-4. Salem Tigers. With the ball, Seibert. Goes in the corner to Ray. I'm sorry, to Gavin Sparks, excuse me. Sparks trying to get out of that paint as he was being just smothered by Salem Tigers. Getting it back to Shockley now. Beyond the perimeter in the corner to Ray. Ray getting it to Seibert. Seibert right side by Wilson. Pull-up jumper, hits the side of the backboard, comes down the hands of Lucas Morrison, and he'll hand it off to Dotson. 1:25 to go, first quarter, 13-4, Salem Tigers. Here's Marlin, back to Dotson. Brian thought about that three. Right now they're kind of in a 2-3 zone. And a pass intended for Reese Dotson over his head by Hayden Wilson. Goes out of bounds. First Tiger turnover in the game. 3 new Tiger players coming in as Silas Wolf and Reese Dotson check out. Also Hayden Wilson coming out. In the game comes Dawson Conway, Logan Chilton, and Carter Chilton back in the game with 1:10 to go as Ray has it. Logan Ray right side to Shockley. Alex guard there by Dawson Conway. Out in the middle of the floor to Seibert, left side Ray. Ray on the baseline, all the way down, lays it up and in. Logan Ray with a good drive to the basket. 13-6 our score with 52 seconds left. Now Marlin, right side, guarded by Shockley. Marlin trying to get inside to Morrison, does. Outside to Conway. Now to Logan Chilton, back to Conway. Conway moves between the circles, guarded there by Seibert. Gives it back to Logan Chilton. Logan giving it to Brian Marlin with 30 seconds left to go. Back to Logan Chilton, down to Morrison. Morrison shot blocked there nicely by Tucker Brown. Tucker went right between the hands and slapped that ball away. Now here is Sparks all the way down. The shot no good, and he'll draw the foul on Morrison. Tell you what, Gavin Sparks with a great job. Saw Morrison out of position and drove right at him, forcing him to turn. And Lucas gets called on the foul, and they'll put Sparks at the line to shoot 2. And the first is no good. Ball hit the rim, went straight up in the air, hit the rim twice, and bounced out. Right now, Cuba 0 for 3 from the stripe. It'd be a lot closer game if they'd have made all these free throws. That one is good, but no good. He stepped over the line, did Tucker Brown, and that free throw has been negated. When things go bad, they go bad. Dawson Conway brings it up with 15 seconds left to Marlin. Marlin all the way across to Conway, but that was stolen away, and then Conway will foul. First steal by Cuba. Not a good pass there by Brian Marlin. Way too much air. 10 seconds is left. Conway will pick up his first foul. That'll be foul number 5 on Salem. Cuba with 6. Inbound, almost stolen away by Conway. He'll pick up his second foul in less than a second. Dawson will have 2 now. Each team will be in the bonus on the next foul. 8.8 seconds left. That took all of 1.3 seconds to get your second foul. Inbound comes to Tucker Brown. 7 seconds left. That pass stolen away by Marlin. Marlin stops, almost walk, gets it to Morrison. 2 seconds left, spins, turns off the glass. No good, but a foul by Tucker Brown. Should send Morrison to the line to shoot 2 with no time on the clock. So Tucker Brown with his first foul, 7th team foul for Cuba. And Morrison to shoot 2, and he is the lone player on the floor. It's like the Maytag repairman out there, the loneliest man in town. And he banks that one in.
Bank is still open on this Friday night.
The bank is open. Yeah, I don't care if he does it again. He might. That one just doesn't make it. 14-6, our score after 1 quarter of play. We'll take a 1-minute break and return. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO, and you're watching it on Fidelity Local 6.
At Fairground Auto Plaza, we can take care of all your vehicle needs.
We've got accessories for your car or truck, a top-notch service department, a state-of-the-art body shop, and of course, we've got the perfect new or used vehicle just for you.
So come see us, your hometown dealer.
Because at Fairground Auto Plaza, we were driven to serve you best.
Tax season is still a while away, but it's never too early to start tax planning and tax consultation. Let Jackie or Beth at Taxmasters help you start preparing for the upcoming tax year. They also have over 30 years of accounting and payroll experience. Stop by and see Jackie and Beth at Tax Masters today, located at 510 North Main Street in Salem, or call 729-3001.
I don't think they know the song.
We start the second quarter as Carter Chilton gets it into Reese Dotson. Salem up by 8, 14-6. Salem with the ball, each team in the bonus. As Hayden Wilson has it on the right side. Back to Reese Dotson, left side. Getting it there is Silas Wolf, almost lost it. Gives it to Carter Chilton, back on top to Dotson for the three-pointer. Short, comes down off Silas. He tries to get it away but cannot. Never really had possession, and Ray has it. Ray the other way, all the way down, laying it up and in is Seibert. Good job by Ray to stay with that ball and then get it up to Seibert. Connor Workman in the game for the first time for Cuba. Where's number 11? Right now it's Jordan Schultz to Hayden Wilson. On top, Silas Wolf. Back to Hayden. Just underway here, quarter number 2 as Jordan Schultz in the right corner goes back to Wilson. Giving it to Dotson, top of the key, left side. Silas Wolf to Carter Chilton from the corner for a three. It won't go, and Seibert brings it down. 14-8 our score with a minute gone here in the second quarter. With the ball, Seibert. Simon getting it off to Tucker Brown, still beyond the arc. Tucker on that right wing moves back toward the middle of the floor. Top of the key. Will hand it off to Seibert. Seibert barking out the play. Hayden Wilson with him. Salem in a man-to-man. Pass underneath, taken down there and put up and almost in by Gavin Sparks, but he is fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. He missed his first two. Cuba 0 for 4 from the stripe in the first quarter. Salem Tigers were 4 of 6, actually. I'll make that 4 of 8 from the stripe. Free throw is no good by Sparks. How important free throws would be right now. This game could virtually be tied. Sparks' second one is good. 1 of 6 right now the Wildcats are from the line. They trail it by 5. As it'll be Dotson. Beyond the three-point line. Trying to get away from Seibert. Hands it off to Hayden Wilson. Wilson between circles, left side to Carter Chilton. Right in the Tigers symbol right here on the floor, the Progressive Ozark floor. Getting it to Dotson. That ball stolen away by Sparks all the way down, and Sparks will lay it up and in. Nice steal by Sparks. A little bit too obvious a pass by Dotson. And the second steal by the Cuba Wildcats. Third turnover for Salem. It's a 14-11 game. Dotson, right corner to Hayden Wilson. Wilson trying to drive in. Gets the ball up, but he is fouled en route. And Cuba collapsed well on Hayden Wilson there, Ty, but still had to foul.
Yep.
Hayden's big kid starts moving that body inside. Nobody really wants to get in the way. And Hayden will shoot two, and the first one is good. Salem with only 5 baskets in this game. Their other 5 points have come from the free throw line. Cuba has just 1 point from the free throw line. They also have 5 baskets. Difference in the game, free throws. That one no good, taken down by Sparks. Sparks with his first rebound of the game. Sparks trying to get away from Conway, flips it left side, Seibert. Seibert between the circles, moving to his left, handing it off to Workman. Connor Workman to Seibert. Top of the key right side pass. Getting it there is Sparks. Guarded by Conway. Out on top. Getting it there is Shockley. Shockley all the way down, and he'll be called for a charge. He goes over top of Hayden Wilson. Austin Shockley gets his second foul. Half-court defense has been employed by both teams pretty much in about the entire first half. Right now a 1-2-2 zone for the Wildcats. We'll see if they match up differently as they go through. Here's Jordan Schultz, flips the left side of Conway for a long two. It's off the back of the iron, brought down by Schultz off the glass, won't go, and it's taken there by Brown, and a tie-up ball called. The possession of the Wildcats. Schultz got the rebound, couldn't get it to go. And down quickly comes Cuba, and they'll walk with the ball on a foul called underneath, though. That would have been a walk, but the foul was called first. And going to the line will be Simon Seibert. Hayden Wilson will pick up his second foul. It's a 1-and-1. 18 fouls on Salem, and that is a good free throw. Haven't seen a lot of those. That's just the second one for the Cuba Wildcats. 2 of 3 here in the second quarter. And make that 3 of 4 here in the second quarter. And Ty, we got a ball game 15-13.
Just like that, it's right back. They're right back in it.
Salem only 1 point here in the second quarter. We played 3 minutes. It's Dotson, right side pass to Wilson. Back to Dotson, left side pass to Conway. Conway, Dotson, Salem on the perimeter. Not trying to penetrate right now. To Dotson to Conway. He'll take a 3 way offline. Not even close. And coming down the hands of Bales, who's back in the game. Cuba looks to tie it here, maybe take the lead as Workman has it on the perimeter. Fires the ball outside to Shockley. Getting it to Bales. Bales to the paint, to the hole. Jump shot, no good. Nice rebound by Carter Chilton to pull it away from Bales. Now to Dotson. Dotson to the paint. Kicks it outside to Hayden Wilson. His jumper off the front of the rim. Captured by Bales on the backside. 4.5 to go. 15-13. Down the other way, it's Sparks. Sparks to Shockley, top of the key. Guarded there by Dotson. Salem in that man-to-man. Backing it out, Shockley getting it now to Brown. Brown right at high post to the paint. 7-footer, no good. And Jordan Schultz with a good rebound reaching back. Dotson the other way to Conway, and he can't handle the pass. It goes out of bounds. Pass a little bit behind Dawson.
Still catchable, I think.
Well, you got to stop and catch it. Just can't keep drifting. It's hard to sometimes come to a stop.
Yeah, especially when you're moving full speed, yep.
And Marlin comes in for Conway. With the ball, it is Bales. Bales driving in right off the top of Hayden Wilson. Trying to get his own rebound. He does. Render a little reverse layup. He gets it to go. Boy, I tell you what, Bales just fought his way through on that one. Got his own rebound, banks in, and we're tied at 15. Dotson right side to Wilson. Wilson looking for that foul on that last play to Marlin. Back on top, Dotson inside Carter Chilton. Carter double teamed outside to Marlin, up for the three-pointer. It's good. Ryan Marlin had 3 of those the other night against the Bulldogs. That pass into Bales the other way. 18-15, a foul's going to be called on the Salem Tigers. It looks like Reese Dotson will pick up his first as Bales is moving up the floor, Reese reaching in. Each team with 9 fouls. They'll be in double bonus, each team will, on the next foul. With still 3:19 to go in the half. To the line, Jonathan Bales. The free throw is short. And Jordan Schultz. Jordan Schultz brings it down. Pass right side to Wilson. Down low, intended for Schultz, but a little foul called on Tucker Brown for a little hold. Jordan trying to pull away. You can see the jersey stuck in his hand. That's a little obvious. No, you're not going to go get that ball. No. So Schultz, who's 0 for 2 from the stripe, will shoot 2 again and misses. 0 for 3. Jordan's got to hit some of these. Checking in the ball game, Alex Kolkemper back in with a couple of fouls as Brown checks out. Next free throw is good. And timeout to allow Lucas Morrison to come in again. Now Salem with a press here. Haven't seen that before right now. The first press in the ball game for the first time, or I should say back in the ball game, is Al Palmer. Not for the first time, but back in the game. As Bales brings it down, getting it to Seibert. Seibert to the paint from 9. The jumper's good. 19-17. Close ball game here in Salem. Cuba and Salem matching it up. Pass right side to Silas Wolf, was back in the ball game. Now to Dotson. Dotson bounce pass to Marlin, who just hit a three-pointer moments ago to Carter Chilton. Turnaround jumper. Hit pinballs in.
Got the roll.
He gets that roll. Call the shooter's roll.
Got that soft touch.
Yes, he does. And the other way, here comes Bales. By 1 Tiger, by 2 Tigers, all the way down. Pass to Kolkemper. He lays it in. Alex Kolkemper gets his first basket. It's still a 2-point ball game with 2:20 to go left in this, the first half. Wolf to Dotson, left side, Marlin. He wants another three. He can't get this one as Kolkemper brings it down. Getting it off left side to Seibert. Seibert all the way down into the offensive zone. Pulls up, getting it out to Austin Shockley. Shockley right wing. On top it goes to Al Palmer. Bounce pass intended for Kolkemper, but stolen away by Carter Chilton, and he'll be fouled there by Kolkemper. Third team foul for third team steal for Salem, and the third foul on Kolkemper, and he'll probably find his way back to the bench again. I don't know if Brett Joseph, the coach of Cuba, can allow him to stay in the game at 1:58.
I don't think you can, especially with how he hasn't played that much. He's got 3 fouls.
Carter Chilton gets the first free throw, and yes, he checks out of the ball game, and Tucker Brown back in. Well, Kolkemper picking up that third foul here in the first half. He'll find himself on the pine. Carter Chilton hits them both. 3 for 4 from the stripe. Salem with a lot of free throws, 4 of 6 here in the second quarter. They are 8 of 14 and have a 4-point lead. Tigers back in that half-court defense as Shockley will walk it up. Down to 1:50 to go in the first half. 23-19, Salem on top. With that ball trying to drive in is Palmer. Going baseline to Bales. Turnaround jumper. Nice shot, but it's too hard. Goes off the backside. He had nice form on that. Just couldn't get it to go down, and after Dotson brought down the rebound, he travels. Looked like Palmer might have impeded him from making that first step as he was on the floor, but that's okay. You got to figure out what to do with it. Logan Chilton right in his face. The pass comes inside to Seibert. Seibert down off the glass, too hard. Brought down by Dotson. That shot was way too high and hard off the top of the glass. Here's Dotson trying to find somebody open. Back to Marlin. Ryan back to Dotson. Shockley all over him to Logan Chilton. Trying to go baseline, and he'll be fouled there by Simon Seibert. And they'll go to the line. He'll shoot 2. For Seibert, that should be his first foul, and it is. He was trying to skirt Logan to try and get him lower, but made contact, and Logan Chilton to the line. He'll shoot 2, and his first one is good. Got 11 enthusiastic fans down in front of us. 24-19 our score. Nice crowd on hand for homecoming night. Second free throw. 25-19. They need to sell that. Pass on the right side to Shockley. Shockley guarded there by Dotson. Handing it off to Bales. Bales flips it inside. Getting it there is Brown. Outside to Shockley. Brown had a good chance to go to the hole. Shockley takes it to the hole. Can't get it to go down, and Morrison snaps it out of the air. Down the other way to Wolf. All the way down. Wolf shot blocked by Brown, but he'll get the foul as he made contact with Wolf's arm. Tucker Brown in good position. Maybe need to be about another 2 feet out. And Silas will go to the line. He will shoot 2. A lot of free throws in this first half, Ty.
Yeah, there's been a lot of fouls in this first half. 19 total?
Oh, no. We've already had 21. They've had 12.
I guess it stops at 10, don't it?
Yeah. So Brown checks out. He's got 3 fouls. And Ray back in the game as Silas Wolf hits the second. 26-19. Salem with just 2 baskets, 1 of 3 here in the second quarter. Now have 12 points. So 7 points off free throws here in the second quarter. Pass goes inside, getting it there, Palmer. Palmer to the paint, kicks it down low. Jump shot by Seibert won't go, and Morrison pulls that rebound down. 38 seconds to go in the half. Pass right side to Wolf. Out on top, Dotson. Left side pass to Marlin. Back to Dotson. Dotson to Wolf. Inside it goes to Logan Chilton. To the hole, lays it in. 28-19. Cuba obviously couldn't foul there because got too many guys already with 3. And Palmer and Shockley, who are there, each have 2. 13 seconds left as Bales looks for a man to get open. Silas Wolf all over and finally gets it to Palmer. Right side pass to Ray. 6 seconds left. Back to Palmer, trying to get by Morrison. Fadeaway jumper, it's good. Nice shot by Al Palmer to end this first half. Well, 15 points scored by Cuba. in that second quarter. The Salem Tigers got only 14, but they increased their lead. Well, I shouldn't say increase. They watched their lead go down by 1, but they still lead it by 7 here at halftime, 28-21. We'll take a 2.5-minute break and come back with stats in the first half when we return. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Radio, and you're watching it on Fidelity Local 6.
This is Mike Elliott with Town & Country Insurance. We represent many different insurance companies which allow us to offer you competitive rates by checking your insurance with many companies. We're able to find more value for you this way. Town & Country Insurance has been serving the surrounding area for over 50 years. Stop by and see Laura Arts, Sarah Edwards, or myself at 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank. Or you can call our office at 729-6624. We also have offices in Rolla and Licking to serve you.
There's a lot to do at the newly renovated Salem City Park. Headlining the activities is the totally rejuvenated Alice Lou Craig Municipal Pool that offers visitors and residents of all ages a full day of fun. The park also includes a brand new splash pad adjacent to Billy's Playground, Salem's new all-accessible playground where children with different abilities can play together. The park has numerous ball fields as well as pavilions that are available to rent for private outings. For more information about the Salem City Park, visit the Salem Park and Recreation Facebook page online.
Relationships. It's not just being on a first-name basis. It's a partnership built on trust. This is Scott Ball, president of the Bank of Salem. Since 1883, the Bank of Salem has been serving our local community with the kind of personal service and professionalism that builds relationships. We've earned the trust of our customers with over a century of strength and stability, never once changing our name or compromising customer service. Stop by one of our 2 locations in Salem, visit our website, or download our free mobile app.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and ThinkTime make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
Call Joe Brand in Salem at 729-3831. At Town & Country Bank, we offer smart-friendly solutions for all of your financial needs. Our convenient tech-savvy banking options like our smartphone app and online banking allow you access to your accounts anytime, anywhere. With a wide variety of loan products like fixed and adjustable rate mortgages and refinancing options, we'll be here when you're ready to make your move. Stop by your local Town & Country Bank today or visit us online at tcbanks.com. Town & Country Bank is an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
For Conway Construction, LLC. And if you're thinking about getting that adjustment, because maybe your back's out of whack, maybe your hips are kind of tilted, get the Duncan Family Chiropractic at 216 West 3rd Street in Salem. They are a proud supporter of Salem Tiger Sports. For your chiropractic needs, see Dr. Amber Duncan, Duncan Family Chiropractic, 729-2321, 729-2321. And soon they'll be moving to a new location out on Highway 32 West right there at MacArthur. At KS Radio 1340 AM and Fidelity Local 6, this is halftime at Salem High School Gym. And the leading this game is Salem by 28-21 score. Leading scorer in the game for the Salem Tigers is right now Carter Chilton with 5, and Jordan Schultz with 5, and Brian Marlin with 5. 4 points for Reese Dotson, 3 for Lucas Morrison, and 4 points also for Logan Chilton. Didn't see that one in there. Silas Wolf has a point, as does Hayden Wilson. Salem was 11 of 18 from the stripe in that first half. They had 5 turnovers and 3 steals. For the Cuba Wildcats, their leading scorer would be Simon Seibert. He has 8 points in that first half. Following him would be Jonathan Bales with 4 points, 3 for Gavin Sparks, 2 points for Al Palmer, 2 for Alex Coltkemper, and 2 points for Logan Ray. The Cuba Wildcats were 3 of 9 from the free throw line that first half. They had 7 turnovers and 2 steals. Foul trouble, well, that's pretty much the Cuba Wildcats with Coltkemper with 3 and Tucker Brown with 3. For the Salem Tigers, Hayden Wilson has 2 and Dawson Conway got 2. Dawson got 2 in about 1.3 seconds, and he found his way back to the bench after getting that second foul right away. So 2 fouls for Al Palmer and 2 for Austin Shockley for Cuba, who, again, have quite a few fouls. When you look at this game and how it has progressed, the Salem Tigers took advantage of some mistakes early by Cuba, got that 8-point lead, still holding on to a 7-point lead as we are here in the second quarter, as they are trying to get their second win of the year. Cuba looking for their first win of the year. Well, the interesting thing is that both of these teams will be participating in the Owensville tournament. That'll be coming up after the first of the year. And that seeding will be done by Monday, and we'll let you know where the Tigers are seated in that tournament. And, of course, we will have for you that information in your world today and on KSMO Radio where the Tigers are seated once we get that seeding bracket from Owensville or through Coach Prue. But both of these teams will be possibly matching up again in that Owensville tournament. So, again, kind of keep that in mind, how this game may fare in those seedings that will be done on Monday. So whoever wins this game will probably be seated higher than the other, more than likely will. And if the Tigers can hold on, then they may actually end up with even a third or fourth seed. Even though they have only 2 wins, this tournament will feature some teams right now that are struggling. And so give the Tigers a good chance maybe to get a couple more wins out there at Owensville before starting to get into the crux of their schedule, which does include the St. James tournament, by the way, in January, which will feature some of the same teams we saw over at Sullivan. Waynesville's in that one. Rolla's in that one. We've already seen the Rolla Bulldogs twice this year. And you've got Blair Oaks and so many good other teams. Sullivan's in there. So a lot of good teams in that St. James tournament this year. However, they are 1 team short this year, and they will have their St. James JV filling in the 8th slot in that tournament. We are at halftime, 28-21. The Salem Tigers have the lead right here. I want to tell you that Common Grounds Bistro provides you with outstanding food 6 days a week. Open Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 7 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon. On Thursday, they're open 7 until 8, and they have delicious homemade lasagna on Thursday night. And then on Friday, they're open from 7 to 9, and Friday night is prime rib night at the Common Grounds Bistro. And if you haven't been by on Saturday night, check out the pork steaks as they're open from 7 until 9 on Saturday. Those delicious pork steaks are available from 4 until 8 o'clock. Mouth-watering might be the better term. It's a Common Grounds Bistro at 300B South Main Street in Salem. Check out their sandwiches, their salads, and, of course, don't forget they have pizza now as well as delicious steaks, too. Check it out at the Common Grounds Bistro right here in Salem. They are right here on Highway 19 at 300B South Main Street, or call 453-2173. And, yes, you can get your order to go. Common Grounds Bistro. We got our Lady Tigers. They'll be battling next week. They have a couple of games. They'll be at Willow Springs on Monday and then back home on Thursday of next week to take on the Rolla Bulldogs. And we'll be here to bring that one to you on KSMO Radio and on Fidelity Local 6. That's our Lady Tigers next week. They'll be in action Monday at Willow Springs in SCA play. And then Thursday at home against the Rolla Lady Bulldogs. And that'll be their final game before the Christmas holiday. Do remember our Lady Tigers will participate in the Mountain Grove Pharmacy Tournament. That'll start on the 26th of December, right after the Christmas holiday. So if you want to travel down there, you'll see a lot of good basketball from Mountain Grove and a lot of basketball, too, in the 4 days that they have that tournament. That's a lot of games that they have at Mountain Grove's gym down there. And if you haven't been down there, it's a beautiful location. They did a tremendous job with that gymnasium and athletic center for Mountain Grove. So that'll all start on the 26th of December. I believe Salem is seated third or fourth in that tournament. So good luck to Coach Reardon and the Lady Tigers. I do not have a score from their game today at Sullivan, as they were in the consolation championship against the Owensville Dutch girls, and I was hoping to have that score. I do not have that score as of right now, so hopefully I can get that before we get off the air. We are at halftime. Salem Tigers leading at 28-21. I want to tell you about SBU campus right here in Salem. They do provide a quality higher education close to home. If you're a resident of Dent County or surrounding areas and you'd like to attend secondary education, get in touch with SBU campus right here in town. They can do a nursing program. They got the RN Bridge program there. It's a degree right there. You can also get criminal justice. They do elementary education. So many other degrees are also available, and they have a number of programs you might be interested in. Contact admission counselor Chris Welch to find out more. Or if you're coming back to school, maybe you had to take a little time off due to work or maybe family issues, get in touch with Chris and come back to college. Find out more about that. Call 729-7071 or stop by and see Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem on Grand. We're going to take a 3-minute break here and come back with the second half. Salem leading Cuba 28-21. Back in 3 minutes. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO. You're watching it on Fidelity Local 6.
Knight Auto Care is your full-service repair shop in Salem at 307 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard. They provide a wide range of services from fast lube to major engine overhauls to vehicle inspections. With an 8-bay repair shop, they get your vehicle in and out quickly. Call Eddie or Nancy Knight for more information at 729-5761. Knight Auto Care, serving the area since 1966.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do. And for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. And if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
Salem Hospital is a 25-bed critical access facility with an additional 18-bed long-term care unit. It has undergone dramatic changes in the past decade. Emerging today is an example of how small rural hospitals can position themselves for success in a changing healthcare environment. Guided by a progressive attitude toward clear and achievable goals, Salem Hospital is a thoroughly modern facility with a talented team of doctors.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
No matter how good of driver you are, accidents can happen that can leave your vehicle damaged. Larson Collision Center can make that vehicle look new again. They have a frame machine, Chief Easy Liner, and a spray and bake booth, and their work is guaranteed. Larson's also gives free estimates. Plus, Larson Collision Center has car rental available. For more information or to make an appointment, stop by and see them today at 503 North MacArthur in Salem or call 729-3915 Larson Collision Center.
What is your community health center? It's a place where you receive high quality yet affordable medical and dental care. A place where your entire family can get well, be well, and live well. Our highly qualified staff provides primary care, including pediatric, senior, and women's health care. We also provide complete dental care, including exams, fillings, extractions, and more. It's a place where compassion and respect lead the way to a healthier you. After all, it's your community health center, building your community, your health.
And welcome back to the Salem High School Gymnasium. It's Cuba and Salem. We're at halftime. Both teams are back on the floor. Coach Brett Joseph is going over some strategy with his players. They're down by 7. Salem Tigers up by that same amount, obviously, in this game. And most of that difference right now when we look at this contest is free throws. Salem Tigers 11 of 18 and Cuba 3 of 9. That's an 8-point difference. It's a 7-point ball game. A lot of fouls, though, for Cuba. And the Tigers Actually, at 11 for 18, one of their better nights shooting from the free throw line. Still like to have that better than about 58%, but we'll take what we can get. And right now, Cuba's shooting just 33% from the free throw line, 3 of 9. So we'll see what happens here in the second half. 28-21, Salem Tigers on top. Don't forget our next contest on KSMO and Fidelity Local 6 will be Lady Tiger basketball next Thursday against the Rolla Lady Bulldogs right here from the Salem High School gym. Hope you can join us for that one here on KSMO and on Fidelity Local 6. Both teams back on the floor. Wildcats will be going from your east to your west. As you look at the high school gymnasium here, the Salem Tigers just the other way. As you look at your dial, radio. If you're streaming on the internet, take a look at your computer and go from right to left. So Salem will inbound it, leading it by 7. Inbound comes to Reese Dotson, and he'll walk it up. Half-court defense by the Wildcats. Pass left side to Hayden Wilson. Wilson across the court to Silas Wolf. Beyond 3, ball tipped there by Simon Seibert. Goes back into the Tiger zone where it's retrieved by Dotson back to Hayden Wilson. Right side pass to Wolf from Dotson. Inside to Carter Chilton. Turnaround jumper. It's good. Carter has 7 to lead everybody, and it's a 9-point Salem Tiger lead. As Shockley will bring it up. Austin Shockley. He wears number 25 for Cuba. Trying to get away from Dotson. Giving it to Jonathan Bales. Bales beyond 3. Trying to find his way to the hole. Does. Nice move. Flips it up and in. Strong move by Jonathan Bales. As 30-20 to 23. Hayden Wilson. All the way across the court to Silas Wolf to the paint. Drops the shoulder. Trying to bank it in. Won't go. And battled for it is Jordan Schultz and also Alex Coltkemper. And the jump ball will prevail. Again, Coltkemper and Jordan tied it up. It'll belong to the Wildcats, and Salem inbounded it. Bales trying to get in, flip the pass, and they'll go off of Cuba out of bounds. They're going to say it went off Dotson. Yes, they did. It looked like it went off the shin of Al Palmer, and it did. It did go off the shin of Palmer. First turnover by Cuba. Wolf to inbound it out to Dotson. Open for the 3. Takes it. It's short. Comes down off the rebound to Silas Wolf. A couple of hands got up there, tipped it, but Wolf brings it down. Now Dotson, another 3. It will not go. And a foul called underneath, I believe, on Palmer. That'll be Al's 3rd. As Wolf will bring it in. He pushed Jordan Schultz out of the way. Just underway here, third quarter. Inbound comes to Carter Chilton. Carter trying to dance in, and he is tripped up. And I believe Al Palmer will pick up number 4. I don't think that was intentional, but he kind of tripped him up. So Palmer now has 4. He'll check out. Brown will come back in. He has 3. Totally unintentional, but still, foul is called. Inbound comes to Dotson on the perimeter. Dotson with Salem up by 7, and a double dribble called on Reese. And a timeout is going to be called by Coach Prue with 6:44 to go in this, the third quarter. With the score, the Salem Tigers 30 and the Cuba Wildcats 23. Let's take a 30-second break and come back. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO. You're watching it on Fidelity Local 6.
At Fairground Auto Plaza, we can take care of all your vehicle needs.
We've got accessories for your car or truck, a top-notch service department, a state-of-the-art body shop, and of course, we've got the perfect new or used vehicle just for you.
So come see us, your hometown dealer.
Because at Fairground Auto Plaza, we were driven to serve you best.
6:44 to go in the third quarter. Salem up by 7. That's where they started this quarter out at. As Shockley tries to get in and does to Seibert. Seibert into the offensive zone. Back to Shockley. He's picked up by Dotson. Shockley right side pass to Bales. Bales gets a little pick from Seibert. Goes baseline on a shot off the glass. Won't go. And a blocking foul called on Silas Wolf. That'll be Silas's 3rd foul. Bales to the line, and his free throw is good. 30-24 our score. And the second one also good. And Cuba starting out strong on this third quarter with a couple of free throws. 4 points to Salem's 2. As Dotson will bring it down. Out to Wilson. Hayden Wilson all the way across the court to Wolf. Back on top, Dotson back to Wilson. Wilson baseline's 9-footer. It will not go. And it's taken down by Seibert. Seibert handing it off to Bales. He sees an opening. Bales into the offensive zone, to the paint, to the hole, underneath for Kohlkamp, and it goes out of bounds off of Carter Chilton. Kohlkamp tried to keep it alive, but didn't touch the ball, and it's called Cuba ball. Brown out on top to Kohlkamp. Inside it goes to Seibert. His jumper trickles in. Rolled up on the rim and sat there and then went through. And it's a 3-point ball game as the Wildcats have come out strong in the third quarter. Here's Marlin. Marlin bounce pass to Carter Chilton. Has Wilson all alone on the backside, banking it in. This is Hayden Wilson. Nice job by Carter Chilton to see Wilson all alone. Back to a 5-point Salem Tiger lead as Bales comes all the way down. His baseline shot is no good, but he is fouled by Jordan Schultz, and he will shoot 2. Bales not afraid to go inside, draws that foul. Oh, they're going to call it on Hayden Wilson. Ooh. And the free throw is no good by Bales. Foul called on Wilson, not Schultz. It looked like Schultz made the body contact. Next free throw is good. 32-28 with 5.5 to go in the third quarter. Dotson trying to bring it down. Bounce pass right side to Wilson. Into Carter Chilton. Back on top to Dotson. A foul inside. It looks like it's going to be on Simon Seibert. I really honestly didn't say I saw that foul. The official saw it, and that's all that matters. Dotson on the inbound from Marlin in the corner to Wilson. All the way across, Brian Marlin. Open for the three. Takes it. It's ripped the rim. No good. Wilson with that rebound. Turns, spins off the glass with the left hand. He banks it in. And Salem back to a 6-point lead. Salem with a little bit of token pressure as Bales comes down quickly. All the way down. Off the glass. Won't go up and over. And a little foul called, I believe, going over the back on Kohlkamp, if that is the call. That would be his 4th. And Alex Kohlkamp now has 4. He'll check out. Ray back in the ball game. It was aggressive going for that rebound, but made contact. Marlin out on top to Dotson. Back to Marlin. Back to Dotson. Right side pass to Wilson. To Dotson. Salem on the perimeter. Can't get inside. Now Wilson to Dotson. The three-pointer. It's good. Reese, that's his 9th try, and he finally got one to go down. And now a timeout called by Coach Brett Joseph. With the Salem Tigers up by 9, 37-28. Let's take a 1-minute break. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Radio, and you're watching it on Fidelity Local 6.
Tax season is still a while away, but it's never too early to start tax planning and tax consultation. Let Jackie or Beth at Taxmasters help you start preparing for the upcoming tax year. They also have over 30 years of accounting and payroll experience. Stop by and see Jackie and Beth at Taxmasters today, located at 510 North Main Street in Salem, or call 729-3001.
This is Mike Elliott with Town & Country Insurance. We represent many different insurance companies which allow us to offer you competitive rates by checking your insurance with many companies. We're able to find more value for you this way. Town & Country Insurance has been serving the surrounding area for over 50 years. Stop by and see Laura Arts, Sarah Edwards, or myself at 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank. Or you can call our office at 729-6624. We also have offices in Rolla and Licking to serve you.
4:32 remaining in the third quarter. 37-28. Salem on top, looking for their second win of the year. Cuba Wildcats had tied this game at one point in the second quarter. Got to within 4 here in the third quarter. Or 3 within here in the third quarter, but Tigers have opened it back up. Three-pointer by Reese Dotson really pulled that away after Hayden Wilson banked one in on a rebound. Here's Bales, kicks it outside to Ray. Ray thought about the 3, takes the 2 all the way down, lays it up and in. A good job by Logan Ray to get the defense out of the way. They thought he was going to shoot the 3. Passed right by him, took it in, lays it in. Wilson beyond 3 in front of the Tiger bench to Morrison. Morrison off the glass, won't go. And he'll be fouled, I believe, by Logan Ray. Morrison to the line to shoot 2. Ray picks up his second foul. Lucas will shoot 2. First free throws to the second half by the Tigers. And Morrison misses. Hits the front of the rim. Short. And the next one on its way, and this one is no good off the back of the rim, and Shockley brings it down. Austin Shockley quickly the other way to Bales. Bales kicks it outside. Seibert, a jump shot is up off the iron, no good. Ray went for the rebound, and it'll belong to the Cuba Wildcats as Hayden Wilson got up there and knocked it out of his hands. So the Wildcats in their gold uniforms will inbound it. Fired outside on top to Tucker Brown. Brown to Ray, now over to Seibert. Seibert to Bales for a 3. It's too short. Comes down the hands of Dotson. 37-30 our score. Marlin down, up and trying to get the shot up, and he'll be fouled there. Well, Brian Marlin not afraid to take it to the hole, and Tucker Brown will pick up his 4th foul. So Palmer, Brown, and Colt Camper each have 4. And now the Wildcats have 6 in this third quarter, and the Tigers will be in the bonus the rest of the way. Marlin's free throw, it is good. Connor Workman will have to come in for Brown. So Coach Brett Joseph's bench is getting shortened by fouls. Next free throw by Marlin, also good. Back to a 9-point Salem Tiger lead. The other way is Ray. Ray beyond 3 to Shockley, left wing. Shockley trying to drive to the paint, gets cut off. Goes back outside to Seibert. Guarded there by Marlin. Seibert getting it to Bales. Jonathan guarded there by Logan Chilton. Bounce goes in the corner to Ray. A 3-pointer. It's off the back strut and taken down by Morrison. Morrison to Reese Dotson. Dotson left side, Hayden Wilson. Goes inside to Morrison. Morrison's short jumper is good. Lucas switched hands, just flipped it up, and it goes down. 11-point Tiger lead. Here's Workman for the Wildcats. Getting it down to Ray. Ray's shot won't go. Workman ties it up with Marlin, and a possession arrow will favor the Salem Tigers. O'Connor Workman has an arm. He must be playing. It must be a quarterback in football because he can really fire that ball. And he threaded a pass right there. And looks like Brian Marlin has a little bloody nose or some blood on the face area. He's over by the trash can, so he checks out of the ball game. Didn't see any blood on the floor, so looks like maybe it's a bloody nose. 41-30 our score as Dawson is back in. Dawson Conway for Salem, who has the ball right now. Getting it on top to Dotson. Dotson, left side pass to Hayden Wilson. Wilson trying to get away from Bales. Inside it goes to Logan Chilton, but he puts the ball right on the foot of the Cuba Wildcat player. Now here's Seibert all the way down. Misses the shot. Comes down, no, and is taken there by Dawson Conway. Conway getting it off to Dotson and a spin away from Ray. Then Wilson down into the offensive zone to Morrison. A short jumper. It trickles in. Kind of almost a hook jump, but take it whatever it is. Boyles all the way down. He lays it up and in. A nice coast-to-coast run. He'll pick up the foul, Will Morrison, and make it a possible three-point play. Bales with 7 points here in the third quarter. For Lucas, that's his second foul. Lucas doesn't have the speed that Bales does to get back. He was trying to get back as quickly as he could. Bales' free throw is good. Jonathan 4 of 5 in this third quarter. It's a 10-point Salem Tiger lead. And Sparks checks back in. Pass to Hayden Wilson, left side. Hayden used to love to shoot threes as a JV player. Now to Logan Chilton. Now to Dotson. He'll put up a three, and it's good. Reese Dotson starting to warm up. He's got 10. And the inbound pass comes to Shockley. Shockley down the side. Gets away from Dotson. Cuts back to the middle of the floor. Now to the paint. Shockley underneath it goes to Workman. Workman lost the ball and trying to pick it up, and it's stolen away by the Tiger player, Hayden Wilson. And Salem calls a timeout. We're going to keep it here. 46-33 is our score here. We do want to remind you that both of these teams will be in the Owensville Dutchman tournament. That will be after the new year. So we'll start that on January 2nd. We do not have a bracket for that. We'll be getting that here next week. And don't forget, our Lady Tigers will be back in action. They'll be in Willow Springs on Monday night, and they'll be hosting Rolla next Thursday night. And that game with Rolla can be heard on KSMO Radio. And you can watch it on Fidelity Local 6. So be tuning in for that game here on KSMO Radio and on Fidelity Local 6. The Lady Tigers and the Lady Bulldogs, I should say, of Rolla. That should be a dandy, and that will be next Thursday from the Salem High School gym. A minute 45 to go in this, the third quarter. 46-33 as Dotson will bring it down to Hayden Wilson. Wilson in front of the Tiger bench, comes back to the middle of the floor, trying to go left side. Ball knocked away, but kept by the Tigers' Dotson. Dotson all the way down. Short jumper is good. Reese with 8 points here in the third quarter as Sparks gets the inbound, trying to get away from Logan Chilton. Sparks to the timeline, almost walked with him. Kind of had to cup that ball. Getting it off to Seibert. Seibert down to the paint, and a foul called on Salem. It might be on Conway on a reach in. Dawson gets his third foul. Seibert all the way out on top to Sparks. Gavin got 3 points in that second quarter when he came in. Ray back to Sparks. 1:05 to go, third quarter. To Seibert, top of the key left side to Shockley. Beyond three. Shockley all the way across the court to Ray. Ray, Seibert, three-pointer, good. First three of the game by Cuba. 48-36 the score. Salem with the lead. As Conway and Reese play catch, they get it now to Hayden Wilson with 42 seconds to go. Wilson to Dotson, left wing in front of the Tiger bench. Down low to Morrison, all alone. He banks it in, getting away from Sparks. Lucas with 6 in this third quarter and 9 on the night. Here's Ray, firing it to Shockley. Shockley to the hole. Shockley down, trying to skim it up. And a foul called on the floor on Salem. That's going to be on Dawson Conway again. That'll be number 4 on Dawson. Inbound pass comes to Ray, and he'll be fouled by Wilson. Salem now with 16 fouls. Both teams will be in the bonus as Hayden Wilson gets foul number 4. And it looks like Braden Carmack will be coming in the ball game. Ray to line, and his free throw will not go. Logan with 4 points in the game. Conway comes out, Carmack comes in. Wilf also back in the ball game. He comes in for Hayden, and that free throw is good by Logan Ray. 50-37, Salem with the lead. Here at KSMO Radio and Fidelity Local 6. You're tuned to Tiger basketball as Logan Chilton has it. All the way across it goes to Wolf. Wolf hanging on to it. Getting it back to Dotson. Down to 6 seconds left in the third quarter. Dotson out to Wolf. His three short. Comes down to Reese. Dotson puts it back up and in at the buzzer. Dotson with a rebound. Fired it back up as he was falling down. It goes down. And we have a 52-37 Tiger lead at the end of 3. We'll come back in a minute. This is Tiger basketball on KSMO. You're watching it on Fidelity Local 6.
There's a lot to do at the newly renovated Salem City Park. Headlining the activities is the totally rejuvenated Alice Lou Craig Municipal Pool that offers visitors and residents of all ages a full day of fun. The park also includes a brand new splash pad adjacent to Billy's Playground, Salem's new all-accessible playground where children with different abilities can play together. The park has numerous ball fields as well as pavilions that are available to rent for private outings. For more information about the Salem City Park, visit the Salem Park and Recreation Facebook page online.
Relationships. It's not just being on a first-name basis. It's a partnership built on trust. This is Scott Ball, president of the Bank of Salem. Since 1883, the Bank of Salem has been serving our local community with the kind of personal service and professionalism that builds relationships. We've earned the trust of our customers with over a century of strength and stability, never once changing our name or compromising customer service. Stop by one of our 2 locations in Salem, visit our website, or download our free mobile app.
The Tigers up by 15 over the Wildcats. Here comes Bales. Outside to Seibert for a 3. It splashes home. Simon Seibert with the second 3 of the night for the Wildcats. They're back to within a dozen. It's Dotson coming up. What a big play by Reese Dotson at the buzzer. Carmack trying to get inside to Schultz, and Workman will foul Schultz, and Jordan will shoot a 1-and-1. Connor Workman, his second foul. And Jordan Schultz will shoot a 1-and-1. Jordan is 1 of 4 from the stripe. And that free throw is way too short. Comes down in the hands of Silas Wolf. Thought he might travel with it. He gets it to Dotson, now to Carmack. Bounce pass coming to Silas. Silas gets away from Bales, and he travels with the ball. I think he traveled with it when he was on the floor and he rolled over, but no call. We are here in the fourth quarter at the Salem High School gym. 52 for Salem, 40 for the Wildcats as Bales comes down the sideline, and he'll be fouled by Brayton Carmack, and he'll go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Carmack looks in utter disbelief. What was the foul on? Colt Kemper comes back in as Workman checks out. So Bales will shoot the 1-and-1, and the first one is good. Cuba trying to get back to within 10. They do as as Bales hits them both. Now Wolf as Cuba with a little bit of forecourt pressure. Getting it to Dotson. Dotson trying to get away from Sparks. Fires it to Carmack. Carmack getting away from Bales. Bales gets the foul, trying to steal the ball, and that's his first. However, it is the 8th team foul, and that will put Carmack at the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Braden came in late in the third quarter, played JV. JV, by the way, lost by 3. And Carmack misses that free throw, and who has it? Goes out of bounds off Carter Chilton. Carter couldn't bring that rebound down. And the inbound comes to Seibert. Seibert to the middle of the floor, stops looking for help, getting it to Bales. Bales trying to race up the sideline, gets to the timeline, across the line, all the way down, kicks it down to Colt Camper. He is missing that shot, but Bales with a rebound. I should say Seibert with a rebound, and he scores. And it's a 52-44 game. It is an 8-point Salem Tiger lead. Pass goes to Silas Wolf. Salem with no points here in the fourth quarter, and a steal right there by the Wildcats. And a steal right back by Dotson, and he is fouled by Sparks. And so Dotson will come down and shoot a 1-and-1. Salem will be in a double bonus after this foul. Sparks gets his first foul as Cuba tried a quick break. They're back to within 8. Salem looking for their first points of this fourth quarter. We're a minute and a half in. As Reese Dotson now has 14 in the game. His free throw is no good. Comes down the hands of Jordan Schultz. He banks it in. So Dotson misses the free throw, but Schultz on the rebound. Johnny on the spot puts it back home. Now outside it goes to Ray. Ray, baseline, gets tied up, and they'll call a jump ball. Possession arrow will favor the Salem Tigers. Good job by Silas Wolf to tie up the ball and get the Salem Tigers the ball back. Now here's Dotson trying to get away from Sparks over to Carter Chilton. Quickly down to Logan Chilton. Logan down low, stops, almost walks with it to Carter. Carter back to Logan Chilton on the perimeter, back outside to Dotson. He'll reset the play for the Salem Tigers. Getting it to Logan Chilton with 5:59 to go in the fourth quarter. Now here is Silas Wolf. Will back it out to Reese Dotson, left wing. Now to Logan Chilton. They keep it on the perimeter as Salem does most of the time. Now Logan trying to go baseline. Stops off the glass. Count it. Good play by Logan Chilton to switch hands and bank it in. Now Seibert getting it back to Bales. Bales with Salem back up by 12 again. Bales all the way down to the hole trying to get the shot off. He'll be fouled. Hey, Jonathan Bales has come to play basketball tonight. He's done a good job for the Cuba Wildcats. Foul called on Jordan Schultz. That'll be a second. Bales has hit the free throw. 3 for 3 here in the fourth quarter. 7 of 8 in the second half, and he missed 1 in the first half, so 7 of 9 on the night. Ray checks out, and Palmer back in. Next free throw also good, and it's a 10-point ball game with 5:25 to go. Dotson against Sparks all the way down. Dotson trying to flip it up, no good, but there's Jordan Schultz with a rebound, and he scores. (58-46), Salem with the lead as Seibert handing it off to Sparks. Back to Seibert. And in the right corner going on top to Bales. Jonathan Bales against Wolf. Bales trying to go outside, does to Palmer for a three. It's in the middle of the floor, no good. Goes out of bounds off of, first I thought he was going to call it Cuba ball. We called it Salem ball. That went off of Seibert last. Salem with that 12-point lead, and now a foul on Sparks on the inbound. And going to line will be Dotson to shoot 2. So, again, Cuba falling into foul trouble here in the second half. Palmer, Brown, and Colt Camper all with 4. Salem Tigers Hayden Wilson with 4 and Dawson Conway with 4. A lot of fouls called here tonight. Dotson, who missed his free throw in the fourth quarter, is here. Makes this one. Yeah, Salem is in a double bonus the rest of the way as Wilson will come in with his 4 fouls. Shockley back in the game. He'll come in for Sparks. Reese Dotson with 15 points in the night. Like to add to that total, and he does not. Ball is wide off to the side, and Carter Chilton brings it down, though, and gets it back to Dotson. Dotson trapped by the Cuba Wildcats, and Coach Conrad Prue will call timeout. With 4:49 to go, let's take a 30-second break and come back. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO, and you're watching it on Fidelity Local 6.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
Call Joe Brand in Salem at 729-3831. And don't forget, you can stream Salem Tiger Basketball on KSMO Radio 1340 and listen to previous broadcasts on our website at ksmoradio.com. You can just go to our archives. You can click back on our YouTube page and check it out. And don't forget, you can also see games on Fidelity Local 6 throughout the week. Not only Salem Tiger games, Rolla games, Lebanon games, West Plains. Number of different teams you can catch. Sullivan, all on Fidelity Local 6. So be listening and watching on Fidelity 6 for your favorite high school teams. Now down to Salem Tigers, getting ready to inbound the ball as Logan Chilton will have those honors. They'll line up. Cuba Wildcats trailing it by 13. Looking for the steal here. The inbound comes to Dotson back in the defensive zone. He'll come back onto the offensive side by getting it to Hayden Wilson. Wilson to Logan Chilton. Logan stops, jump shot will not go. Almost too short, but Jordan Schultz with another strong rebound, and he scores again. 3 for 3 on rebounds and putbacks. He's got 11 points. 61-46, Salem's lead, the biggest it's been since earlier in the third quarter when it got to 15. It's there again. Shockley with it. Shockley left side to Bales. Has a little trouble with it, but recovers. Bales right to the top of the key. Starts driving in, down low to Coltcamp, and a blocking foul called on Logan Chilton as Bales was flipping it down to Coltcamper. And Bales will go back to that line. He is right now hot as a firecracker, 8 of 9 here in the second half. His first one, it is good. He right now has 17 points. He leads everybody. Next one, it's too short, and Logan Chilton will bring that one down. Gives it off to Dotson. Giving it to Carter Chilton, flipping it to Hayden Wilson, the offensive zone. Hayden down, pulls it back out to Carter Chilton with exactly 4 minutes to go. That pass almost stolen away, but comes to Hayden. Down inside, tipped there by Cuba, and Logan Chilton pulled back. Could have grabbed the ball, instead let it go out of bounds. And Salem will inbound it from the baseline. Brian Marlin will come back in the game as he just got his jersey changed, and the inbound to Hayden Wilson, and he lays it in. Or maybe he won't come back in the game. Maybe he's done for the night. Pass goes back to Seibert, handing it off to Palmer. Getting it to Bales for an NBA three. It's off the front of the rim, and Jordan Schultz has the rebound. He now has 8 on the night. Here's Carter Chilton with 3:33 to go. Gets past Palmer. Down to Hayden Wilson. Underneath to Jordan Schultz. Reverse layup. It's good. The Tigers have a 13-point night from Jordan Schultz, and they lead it by 18. Here's Bales to the hole. Trying to get that ball up. Can't because he is fouled. Got it up, but it was going to be nowhere near. Coach Prue showing the official that his hands were straight in the air. Carter Chilton with that foul. And Bales again to the line to shoot 2, and that is good. 65-48 right now, 3:16 to go. As Tucker Brown comes back in for Coltcamper. Jonathan Bales has played a heck of a game here tonight for the Wildcats. He hits another one. And he has 7 of 8 here in this fourth quarter from the line. As Dotson has it, double team. Dotson to Carter Chilton. Chilton to Logan Chilton, right wing. Pulls it back into the corner and back out to Carter. We're down to 3 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Logan in the right corner. All the way back door to Hayden Wilson. A little bit high. Hayden gets it though, but misses the shot. But it comes out to Dotson. Dotson, who has 15. Down to Logan Chilton. Baseline underneath. And he is fouled on the way. Foul's going to be on Brown, and he'll foul out of the game. So Tucker Brown fouls out at the 2:47 mark. Tucker had no points, no rebounds. But he is done for the night. And Logan, who has 6 points, goes to the line, and he will shoot 2. Makes the first. (66-49). The Tigers starting to pull away here. And the next one, also good. 18-point Salem Tiger lead. Shockley the other way, all the way down baseline, stops, and he called for a travel as they tried to come to a stop. That is only the 4th turnover for Cuba in the second half with 2:40 to go. Logan getting it back to Dotson to Carter Chilton, trying to break the press by Cuba. Carter into the offensive zone, flips it in the corner. Logan is going to shoot it, pulled it back to Carter, flips it left side to Hayden Wilson. Inside to Dotson, running jumper too hard, and a foul called on Salem underneath. And it looks like Schultz will pick up his 3rd foul. Reese tried to just let that one guide up into the basket, and it was a little too hard. Hit the back support, came out, and Schultz picks up his 3rd foul, going for the rebound. Both teams in a double bonus, so that means Al Palmer will get to shoot 2 here in the fourth quarter. Palmer's free throw is an air ball. Not even close. Short by about 18 inches. Next one, a little better, but it hits the back of the iron, but won't go down. And Jordan Schultz brings down that rebound. That's his 5th of this fourth quarter. Carter Chilton giving it to Dotson. Left side wing pass to Hayden Wilson underneath to Schultz. Schultz underneath the basket, lays it in. He's got 10 here in the fourth quarter, 15 on the night. Back the other way. It's Bales into the middle, all the way down to Seibert. He lays it up and in with a good, nifty move inside, and then just scoops it up and in. And Coach Joseph for the Cuba Wildcats will call timeout. With the score, the Salem Tigers 69, the Cuba Wildcats 51. We'll take a 30-second break and come back. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Radio, and you're watching it on Fidelity Local 6.
At Town & Country Bank, we offer smart, friendly solutions for all of your financial needs. Our convenient tech-savvy banking options like our smartphone app and online banking allow you access to your accounts anytime, anywhere. With a wide variety of loan products like fixed and adjustable rate mortgages and refinancing options, we'll be here when you're ready to make your move. Stop by your local Town & Country Bank today or visit us online at tcbanks.com. Town & Country Bank is an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
69-51. Tigers have led this game all the way through, though. Cuba Wildcats have closed the gap a number of times. But Salem has pulled away here. Jordan Schultz leading the way with 10 points here in the fourth quarter. And, he's done a good job. 5 rebounds, 9 on the night for Jordan. A lot of putback baskets tonight. 4 of them here in the fourth quarter on rebounds. 1 on inside pass. The Tigers will inbound at full court press by the Wildcats as Dotson gets it in. Shockley's right with him. Dotson with 1:55 to go to Hayden Wilson. Wilson into the offensive zone. Getting away from Seibert. Now to Dotson, and he'll be fouled there by Shockley. Austin picks up his 3rd. And Dotson to the line to shoot 2. He is 3 of 5 in the stripe tonight. Has 15 points. And Reese, who's usually a real good free throw shooter, makes that first one. The old shooter's roll, as they say. And the next one is too hard. Comes out to the hands of Palmer. Palmer brings down that rebound. He's got 2 points all the way down. Takes it down, trying to get a shot up, and a blocking foul called underneath on Hayden Wilson, and he fouls out. So Wilson fouls out of the ball game for the Salem Tigers. He finishes with 7 points and 2 rebounds. And with 1:39, Hayden will check out. Silas Wolf will come in. Ray comes in. Workman comes in. Sparks in. And also coming in the game is Luke Elrod. And the free throw no good by Palmer. He obviously is not a very good free throw shooter. He is 0 for 3 and hasn't really been close. And this one actually hits the back of the rim, but he gets his own rebound. Trying to get it off to Ray and throws it out of bounds. Cuba with only 12 turnovers in this game, so they have not played a terrible game. It's just their shooting has been very, very arrayed. 70-51, minute and a half to go as Reese Dotson will pull it back out. Wildcats were looking for their first win here tonight. Doesn't appear they're going to get it with 1:20 to go. Dotson guarded by Sparks. Sparks knocks it away. Reese gets it before it goes out of bounds. Flips it to Logan Chilton. And a timeout called by Coach Prue with 1:14 to go. We'll take a 30-second break and come back. The Tigers lead this one 70-51 with 1:14 remaining in the ball game. 70-51, Salem on top, back in 30. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Radio. You're watching it on Fidelity Local 6.
Knight Auto Care is your full-service repair shop in Salem at 307 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard. They provide a wide range of services from fast lube to major engine overhauls to vehicle inspections. With an 8-bay repair shop, they get your vehicle in and out quickly. Call Eddie or Nancy Knight for more information at 729-5761. Knight Auto Care, serving the area since 1966.
Action for the Salem High School Gymnasium between the Cuba Wildcats and Salem Tigers. Winding down in this one with Salem on top by 19. Salem in the white jerseys, Cuba in the gold jerseys for the most part. Salem trimmed in navy blue and a little Carolina blue on the side, but Wildcats gold with the black and white trim on the shoulders and on the hips and under the arms. With 1:05 to go, Salem Tigers, Carter Chilton fouled there by Gavin Sparks, who went for the steal. Carter will shoot 2. He's 3 for 4 from the stripe. Early in this game, they had an issue with the basketball. They had to change out the basketball. It was really unusual. Carter's free throw, it is good. Salem's lead, the biggest of the night, 20. Carter will try and get his 9th point of the night. He does. 5 of 6 from the stripe is Carter Chilton. As Conway comes back in, as does Carmack. Silas Wolf comes in, and Akers comes in. Damon Akers, his first action of the night. With 1:05 to go, inbound comes to Luke Elrod. Elrod in the offensive zone. He wears number 5. That's his first action. Workman back to Sparks all the way down. Sparks will lay it up, but he is fouled en route. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2 with 55 seconds to go. Braden Carmack with his second foul. Sparks, who got 3 points in that second quarter, hasn't scored since. And the free throw trickles through. 72-52. Salem will, as the next one goes through, go to 2-6 on the year and be off a couple of weeks, full weeks, and then a few days before the Owensville tournament. Conway getting it to Akers. On top, Silas Wolf. 44 seconds left to Logan Chilton. Logan hanging on to it. Guarded there by Palmer. And the pass goes astray, out of bounds. Intended for Carmack. Salem's 9th turnover of this game. With 33.9 seconds to go, Salem up by 19. As Elrod will bring it in. Elrod in the corner, Ray. Ray back to Elrod. 25 seconds left. Back to Ray. They play catch on the corner. He puts up an NBA 3 and hits Logan Ray. Impressive shot. 72-56. 15 seconds to go. Conway with it. Flipping it to Silas Wolf. Wolf with 8 seconds. Ray says, give me the ball. Down to 1, and that'll do it. Salem Tigers go to 2-6 as they defeat the Cuba Wildcats by a final score of 72-56. We'll return in 2.5 minutes to wrap it up in the high school gym here in Salem, with Tigers winning it by 16. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO. You're watching it on Fidelity Local 6.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
Salem Hospital is a 25-bed critical access facility with an additional 18-bed long-term care unit. It has undergone dramatic changes in the past decade. Emerging today is an example of how small rural hospitals can position themselves for success in a changing healthcare environment. Guided by a progressive attitude toward clear and achievable goals, Salem Hospital is a thoroughly modern facility with a talented team of doctors.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
No matter how good of driver you are, accidents can happen that can leave your vehicle damaged. Larson Collision Center can make that vehicle look new again. They have a frame machine, Chief Easy Liner, and a spray and bake booth, and their work is guaranteed. Larson's also gives free estimates. Plus, Larson Collision Center has car rental available. For more information or to make an appointment, stop by and see them today at 503 North MacArthur in Salem or call 729-3915 Larson Collision Center.
What is your community health center? It's a place where you receive high quality yet affordable medical and dental care. A place where your entire family can get well, be well, and live well. Our highly qualified staff provides primary care, including pediatric, senior, and women's health care. We also provide complete dental care, including exams, fillings, extractions, and more. It's a place where compassion and respect lead the way to a healthier you. After all, it's your community health center, building your community, your health.
At Fair.
Welcome back, Salem High School Gymnasium. Salem goes to 2-6 on the year with a 72-56 win. And a good job by the Salem Tigers tonight. A lot of scoring by a lot of guys. That's good to see that up and down the lineup. But the leading scorer in the game was for Cuba. Simon Seibert had 20 points. He was followed by Jonathan Bales with 19. Unfortunately, their secondary scoring just wasn't there. Logan Ray had 8, 5 for Gavin Sparks. A couple of points each for Al Palmer and Alex Coltcamper. But that was it for the Wildcats. They were 17 of 30 from the stripe, had 4 steals in the game and 12 turnovers. One foul out. Tucker Brown, with 2:47 left to go in the game, did foul out for Cuba. Their leading rebounder was Seibert with 5, 4 for Bales, 2 each for Austin Shockley, Alex Coltcamper, Al Palmer. They all had 2. Logan Ray and Gavin Sparks finished with a rebound each. The Salem Tigers, their leading scorer in the game was Reese Dotson. He had 16. 15 for Jordan Schultz. But it was the secondary scoring that made the difference in this one. Carter Chilton finished with 9. Lucas Morrison finished with 9. 8 for Logan Chilton. 7 for Brian Marlin, who got a bloody nose, had to come out of the ball game. 7 for Hayden Wilson. Silas Wolf got a point in there as well for the Salem Tigers, who were 19 of 33 in the game from the free throw stripe. They had 9 turnovers and 4 steals. 1 foul out. Hayden Wilson with 1:39 to go in the contest. So Salem goes to 2-6 on the year, and the Cuba Wildcats fall to 0-8 on the season, still looking for that first win. Again, these two teams will possibly match up again in the Owensville tournament after the first of the year. So I kind of be watching and listening in for that to come up. Again, our final score here from Salem High School Gymnasium was Salem over Cuba. Final score, Salem 72, the Wildcats 56.